Alright everybody, we're back. We just spent probably the last 45 minutes to an hour or so just nosing it the whole time. We still haven't taken a sip, but realize the video is going to be really long if we talk about the nose. It's continued to evolve, but we're just going to get right into the palate here and start talking about that a little bit. We'll try to keep it really short and not go too long. And yeah, you ready?
Absolutely.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Salud.
Wow, that's very surprising. It's wow. It's so thick on the tongue. My tongue is just covered with honey and toffee, caramel. I said the nose wasn't too spicy for me. Some unique spices on my tongue, but those spices are quickly evaporating. And it's getting fruitier and fruitier, and it's just releasing, and it's traveling into the back of my tongue. The back of my tongue's a little drier than the front, but it's just releasing fruits after fruits again. Wow. The coolest part right now, and I just tried it for the first time, is that normally with a really good whiskey, the nose always ends up being better than the palate. But I'm very comfortable to say that the palate is just as good as the nose. Completely equal. If I was to score them separately, I would probably score them the same. This is really unique on the palate there, and it's weird because I would normally need 3-4 sips to be able to comfortably say that, but I'm comfortable saying that right off the bat. I am getting a little bit of wood. Just a tiny bit, I mean, considering it's a 50-year-old whiskey, and I said on the nose I wasn't getting any of those woods, but it is starting to dry out of my mouth, and I'm experiencing a little bit of that wood, but considering the age and what it is, it's very little, and I think it actually contributes to the whiskey. A little bit of unique wood, you know, it really contributes to the whiskey sometimes, and this is definitely one of those situations. I'm very impressed.
Wow.
Very dry tea in my tongue right now as it's drying out. So I guess a little more fresher fruits on my nose, and on my palate it almost feels a little drier, which is also very obviously common in long-aged sherried whiskeys. But I'll let Mike say a few words while I'm just going to enjoy this for a little bit.
It's insane. It's almost every flavor we mentioned on the nose. Almost every single one is showing up on the palate. It's got that nice strong thickness and nice strong kind of burn, kind of a good burn at 52% that you expect. Just letting you know it's not 40%, it's not weak, it's cask strength. But it does, it immediately dries the palate out and kind of refreshes all those flavors. And what I noticed too, nose and palate, most really good whiskeys, they kind of have a phase of change. They go from fruits to teas to maybe wood to maybe smoke, cigar box. They kind of go from point A to point B. This guy keeps coming back in circles for me. Comes back to those fresh fruits. If it goes to cigar box, it comes back to strawberries, raspberries, like you said, plum jam. It's an endless circle that's constantly evolving and never stopping. And it's amazing. It's extraordinary.
You know, I feel some milk chocolate on my palate right now, dates on my palate right now, berries on my palate right now, toffee on my tongue right now. The dry wood is slowly starting to disappear, and the flavor of all that sweet stuff is just staying in there. And in the back of my tongue, it's still slightly dry, but as you come forward, it's very fresh, very fruity, and all the dry woods are starting to disappear. It's just really unique. The finish is just in my mouth. I feel like it's not gonna go away.
Endless finish. It'll be with us tomorrow, probably the next day.
I'm gonna do one more tasting, and I'm sure Mike will as well, and then we'll call it a day here for this first review.
Absolutely. An absolutely perfect Christmas dram. All the wonderful flavors you expect of Christmas. All the mixed nuts, fruitcake, all the jams, puddings, everything you'd want out of a beautiful Christmas. Sherried Christmas dram is right here in this one. The Dalmore 50.
Wow.
Powerful. Thank God for that 52% high alcohol level.
Wow. It's really shocking me that the palate is almost...
Pretty much.
It's almost, it's like 100% equal to the nose. It's just really stunning.
Extremely rare in a whiskey this old and this heavily sherried.
Coats your mouth, and then each second it releases a little bit. And as it's releasing, as I said before, as it's releasing, it's just releasing more fruits. I'm getting bananas, I'm getting apples, I'm getting raspberries, I'm getting strawberries, I'm getting figs. I'm getting chocolate-covered caramel. It's just constant stuff. I'm like, I can't even think, but my palate is experiencing so much more than my words are able to say. And it's just going on and on and on. I guess we should score the whiskey, since we, normally when we do this without the camera, we each kind of give the whiskey a score from 1 to 100. If a whiskey to us reaches 90 out of 100, that's basically it's hit. That means it's an amazing whiskey. If we're willing to give it 90, I guess our ultimate goal is to find that whiskey that we're going to score 100 out of 100. I'm not even sure what that means, but that's, I guess, the kind of what we're after. We're after that perfect malt, and we'll definitely be reviewing some amazing malts that we've tried. This whiskey right here's gotta be a top 5 for me personally, and I'm very comfortable giving this anywhere between 95 and 97. So I'm very comfortably gonna give this about a 96 out of 100. Maybe as I keep going, it might become a 97, but somewhere around in that range. So I'm very comfortable giving you this a 96 out of 100, which is a very high score for me. Mike?
I'm gonna go over and say 97 because of the complexity, because the way that it keeps changing, keeps evolving. I don't think this is the highest potential it's gonna be, and already for me, it's like a 96 and a half. I'm gonna say 97. I'm gonna say the top end.
And that's very fair. Very fair. All right, you guys, that was our very first review. Well, we're going to be doing many more, so please join back. We're going to be posting this on YouTube, so please comment below. Let us know what you think. What do we do good on? What do we do bad on? And also, what kind of whiskey? We would like to do some whiskeys that are available to buy. This is obviously, I saw one website where the full bottle was available to buy for about 17,000 pounds, which is like $25,000 US. For the full bottle, obviously, not the sample. But it's a very hard whiskey to get. I understand people aren't going to go out and buy it, so we would like to do, know your opinion. Would you guys like us to do more of these high-end whiskeys, or just regular whiskeys that everybody can go buy, like a Macallan 12-year-old or a Lagavulin 16-year-old? We're planning on doing a little bit of both, but would love to know your opinion on what you guys would like to see us do. So until next time, cheers.
Cheers.